Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Mike, 49. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Strip that ball.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. 6, right? 47.
Hey, let's get this. Mike's 56. Mike
26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Winston now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
He's checking credit.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On second and 9, Winston. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
To throw is Prescott. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Gets through, and now an opening. first down on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 15. Check. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Winston. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Black 25, behind.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Wait.
Check 43. Check 31. Check 31.
On first down, it's Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. It's Watson, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Watson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That second down play nets a -4.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Third and long for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. 46.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
26.
Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass.
All day. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. All day, baby. All day.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
49.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Green, triple team.
Here I come again. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him go.
Here's Winston. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. White 25.
54 Mike. Not today, Mike. Not today.
Here we go.
Jameis now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Watch the out. 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, sir.
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Go. Easy. Check. Watch 54. I got you, pop.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Johnson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So, two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
They're running it.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Sponge! Smitty! No! 59's Mike. Check. 59. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming at you.
From the gun, Winston. incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey. 4 down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Ricky. Flip it. Mike 5-4.
Now Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First down.
Ready. Blue light. Right there. 54 Mike. Crunch time. Hey, stop. Let's go.
On first down, it's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check tight. Joker. Shift.
Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike's 54.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
Easy. Hey.
You better bring it.
Thrower, Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He got 29 yards that time.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
59 Mike. Check.
59.
To throw is Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Prescott from the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
49's a Mike.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. Johnson running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
There we go. 56. Hey, kill. 26.
On second and 12, Prescott under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Up. Yo, baby, they turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short term.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Watson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 98 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. His throw is going to be incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Easy.
Following the interception, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He may try and run for this. There's some space here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing it. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Watson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to complete this one to the cloud. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Pull it together.
Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, every day.
Here we go.
49. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We're going to 54. 180.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not